enormous power surge. The planet thinks.
Incoming scan. Deep, swift. Beam me up, Mr. Kirk. Flesh, not fancy.
Mr. Lincoln, the honor's ours.
Ours, Spock. Flawed, human, but unglitched. We surge the play, end the test, or become the moral bug they can't delete. The confrontation of the two opposing philosophies you term good and evil. Since this is our first experiment with Earthlings, our theme is a simple one: survival, life, and death. Your philosophies are alien to us, and we wish to understand them and discover which is the stronger. We learn by observing such spectacles. Kirk, what do you mean, survival? Rock, the word is explicit. If you and Spock survive, you return to your vessel. If you do not, your existence is ended.
Enormous power surge from the surface, generation levels defying thermodynamics, as if the planet itself thinks.
USS Enterprise is honored, Mr. President. Welcome aboard. Quite the reception, Captain. That fanfare, recorded sound?
Oh, this is the best part.
Captain's log. Stardate 5906.4. Final scans of a dead world, lava seas, poisoned skies. No life, no hope, until the planet wakes.
On the main view screen, an impossible image materializes. Abraham Lincoln, his gaze piercing through time and space. Gentlemen, and the occasional lady of the court, a humble rail splitter from Illinois requests transport aboard. Beam me up, Mr. Kirk. Let's confirm I'm flesh, not some digital fancy.
Kirk, I recognize what you appear to be. McCoy, digital fancy? Jim, this smells like a Black Mirror episode 1 wrong surge, and we're the punchline.
Spock, fascinating, Captain. Enormous power surge from the surface, generation levels defying thermodynamics, as if the planet itself thinks. Do you still measure time in minutes? Then you should be directly over my position in. There. Exactly 12 1/2 minutes. Until then, Captain.
Perfect oxygen, nitrogen, atmosphere. He called it to the second, sir. We'll be over it in exactly 12 minutes now. Jim, do you really believe he's Abraham Lincoln?
It's obvious he believes it. Dr. McCoy, Dr. Spock, full dress uniforms. Scott, full dress? Presidential honors? What is this nonsense, Mr. Dickerson?
Security personnel stand guard, phasers ready as the air begins to shimmer. The shimmering resolves into Lincoln, solidifying on the transporter pad. Kirk greets him with a practiced smile. Welcome aboard the Starship Enterprise, Mr. Lincoln.
Mr. President, your words on liberty, they echo in our songs. Reflections that cut too deep. Reflections, Lieutenant. Aye, slavery's chains were mirrors of man's worst code. But freedom? That's the surge that breaks the glass. Tell me, in your era, do men still war over shadows? Lincoln eyes the surroundings, perplexed. Tell me, Uhura, what is the nature of this technology?
Shadows or not, we've been scanned, summoned. Spock's right. New race, new contact. But if it's a test, we're acing it or glitching out. McCoy whispers to Kirk, concern etched on his face.
Logical, Captain. Their power defies physics, a simulation matrix, perhaps. To destroy us would be trivial. This invitation suggests curiosity, or a moral algorithm running simulations.
Of the soul. Curiosity? Damn it, Jim, this is a trap. Admiring an imposter? Discipline's already glitching crews whispering about Lincoln's ghost in the machine.
If this is indeed a simulation, what does that imply about our own reality? Spock wonders aloud. Then we surge, in eyes open. Beam down me, Spock, Lincoln. Phasers hot. If it's a play, intriguing. Vulcan philosophy speaks of simulations as shadow realms, where gods test the soul's code. You seem familiar with such concepts, Mr. President. Familiar? Like a half-remembered dream, Mr. Spock. There's a great Vulcan mind on that world below, waiting to debate the ethics of it all. Good, evil, or just bad programming.
MCCOY, low, to Scott. Living rock 1 second, Abe the next? This isn't contact, Scotty. It's a trap wrapped in a history holovid. One glitch, and we're the extras.
Is a lie still a lie if the teller doesn't know it's a lie?
The question is irrelevant.
It's not a rock, it's alive.
Curiosity? Damn it, Jim, this is a trap. Admiring an imposter like he's the second coming of coffee? Discipline's already glitching crews whispering about Lincoln's ghost in the machine. Hi, Doctor. And if that planet's power surge is a welcome mat, it's the kind that electrocutes ye on the doorstep. Trap or no, it's madder than an Arcturian dogbird on Romulan ale.
Doctor, Mr. Scott. Their power could vaporize us like yesterday's replicated oatmeal. If destruction was the goal, we would not be debating it, we would be debating the afterlife.
Easy. If it's a trap, it's the fanciest one this side of Risa. But contact with a new race? That's why we're out here, dodging asteroids and bad poetry. We'll take it eyes open, phasers hot.
Phasers hot? Jim, you're beaming down with a 19th century lawyer and Mr. Logic to a planet that thinks it's God? If this goes south, I'm billing Starfleet for the aspirin.
Are you implying, Mr. Spock, that it's probably safe to beam down there? Captain, since I was included in the invitation to make contact, I must beam down with you.
Aye, sir. Kirk. And you're on the edge of insubordination, MC Coy. Would I be on the edge of insubordination to remind the captain that this smells of something happening to him that I might not be able to patch together again? Kirk. Gentlemen, your concern is noted and appreciated. Mr. Spock, standard dress, tricorders, and phasers. We will guide President Lincoln to beam down.
Phasers and tricorder glitch on pads left behind. Beam down surge. Canyon materializes. Rock faces surging like loading textures.
Kirk. No phasers. No tricorder. This contact just went full immersion like a holodeck with no safety. Lincoln. Immersion, Captain? A fine word for the theater of the mind. But if we're players...
Welcome to the arena, humans. We are Excalbians, curators of ethics, architects of simulations. Your plays teach us the soul's algorithm, good versus evil, in flesh and code.
Fascinating. A moral matrix uploading archetypes to test variables. But our consent was coerced. Illogical for enlightened beings. Expression remains impassive, but his words carry a weight.
Coerced? A surge to the narrative. Behold your good. Lincoln's union. Sirach's peace. Sirach materializes. Serene Vulcan sage. Eyes surging ancient code. Your evil. Kahless's conquest.
If destruction was the goal, we would be debating the afterlife, Spock states, his tone logical but grave. A play? We're not your Sims, Yarnek pawns in a Black Mirror glitch. Release us.
Peace or war, gentlemen? It's the human code we debate. But if this curtain's glitched, who's pulling the strings? Logic dictates negotiation, Captain. Their test mirrors Vulcan's ancient wars.
Refusal. Ship explodes. Victory seals fate. Defeat, all gone. Kirk's wristcom device flickers to life, displaying the distorted, glitching image of Doctor. McCoy's face. Jim. Ship's glitching, seals cracking like bad code. 4 hours tops. What the hell's that? Rock show? Spock will not go along with these charades any longer. Seal is failing, which will cause the ship to blow itself to bits in 4 hours. Yarnek says this can only be avoided by victory.
In the combat. There's nothing immoral about fighting an illusion, Mr. Spock. We play their game, fight, or lose the ship and all the crewmen aboard. We'll use this as a base. It's defensible.
Surak proposes to become an emissary, the option that resolved the final war on Vulcan. I'm afraid that kind of logic doesn't apply here. Surak, that is precisely why we should not fight.
Kirk. Mr. Scott, report. The ship is functioning normally again, sir, and the restart cycle is in operation. You'd never know anything had been out of order. I can't fathom it. Kirk. Mr. Sulu. We should be on warp power within 30 minutes, sir. Kirk. Good, Mr. Chekhov. The deterioration in the shielding has stopped and is reversing itself. I have no explanation. Kirk. Thank you, Mr. Chekhov. Mr. Spock, any explanation? Conjecture, Captain, rather than explanation. Kirk. Well, it would seem that we were held in the power of creatures able to control matter and to rearrange molecules in whatever fashion was desired. So they were able to create images of Surak and Lincoln after scanning our minds and using their fellow people as source matter. And to me, especially Mr. Lincoln, I feel I actually met Lincoln. Yes, and Surak. Perhaps in a sense they were real, Captain, since they were created out of our own thoughts. How could they be anything but what we expected them to be? Kirk. It was so hard for me to see him die again. I feel I understand what Earth must have gone through to achieve final peace. Captain Kirk, the planet has resumed its normal appearance. Kirk. There's still so much of their work to be done in the galaxy, Spock. Mr. Sulu, break us out of orbit and continue to our next assignment. Aye, sir.